Can you answer, why do we dream? And do you think dreams are important to us?
Well, I think they're very important. And for me, dreams are part of our spiritual connectedness. It's the realm of spirit trying to give us insight and direction and information in a way that we can use to try and make positive change in our life. I've read that our dreams are connected to every drop of blood, every molecule in our body, so they know stuff that's going on with us before it could even potentially be diagnosed by even modern medicine with MRIs and CAT scans and things. So it's using a tool that we actually have hardwired into our system to help us do positive things in ordinary reality.
Why do you think the message just isn't more clear sometimes?
Well, a lot of that, from my perspective, is that we're trained from the time we're about 4 years old to ignore it. Oh, it's just a dream. No, you're not really going to meet Cat Stevens or Bruce Springsteen, when in reality you might. So we sort of talk ourselves out of using a tool that's available to us, and then we have to relearn it, sort of like relearning to ride a bike.
Now, what are you teaching people in your classes?
Well, first of all, to let themselves trust in the idea that there might be some real connection between them and what some authors call the dream source, and that they can connect with the dream source and get insight into what's going on with them, with their health, with their finances, with their career, with their artistic ability, and then some specific exercises to take them through to try and help with that, and some specific questions to ask themselves in the morning when they get up, in case they've had what feels like a big dream and they want to tease out some additional information.
Can we use dreaming, can we control it a bit to reach our own goals?
Sure. Let me answer that two different ways. There's a simple process of what's called dream induction or dream invocation, where you basically work with your dreams on an ongoing basis, and before you go to sleep, you say something like, please show me what I need to know about my health to optimize my health for the foreseeable future. But if you really become incredibly good at dream work, you can do what's called lucid dreaming, so that you literally become aware of the fact that you're dreaming while you're asleep and dreaming, and you consciously change the shape of the dream while you're actually in it. Now, that's something that I don't do very often because I'm not very good at it and I'm too lazy to learn it. But people who do it are actually able to do spontaneous healing for themselves and find ways to load their checkbook when it's going on fumes and stuff like that. So sure, there are lots of ways to do that. Again, it's just a matter of practice.
Do you have any unique stories you can share from people who have come to your classes?
Well, there are two that come to mind, and one is actually from a friend. Some of you may know the name Joe Gary. He was and is a wonderful theatrical director, an incredible creative spirit, and he's the fellow who directed Jacques Brel's Alive and Well and Living in Paris, that basically saved Playhouse Square by getting people to come down and see his shows. Well, although he doesn't consciously remember what he dreams about, he will go to sleep saying, all right, I need to solve this problem. And when he wakes up in the morning, there will be a solution for him that will come. And from my perspective, that's the dream time, working with him and essentially spitting out the answer when he wakes up.
Is that where the chandelier came from, in Playhouse Square?
Absolutely, no question.
It was
I'm
from a
sure he
dream.
saw it first. Right. And one young lady that I can think of, we were going through some basic dream work information, and I happened to mention that bear is the great healing spirit of North America. And she went, oh my God. And I went, what? And she said, I've had this dream for the last 3 months that I'm being chased by a bear. And I said, have you been having any kind of ongoing health issues? Yeah. Have you done anything about them? No. And so she did in fact go to a doctor, and it was found that she was in fact developing lung cancer.
Wow, that is absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
How can people reach you if they want more information on your classes?
Well, the simplest way is to get in touch with me at Neil Dragon, NEALDRAGON @AOL.com, or 216-371-3433. I'll send them information and they'll be stuck with me for the rest of their natural lives.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll be right back with more Mind, Body, and Spirit.